Hey, what's up guys? It's John Spier. So you guys just got your new DeLonghi Dedica Arte. It is a cappuccino slash espresso maker. Compact size. Kind of got it all figured out. I was going to show you guys how to use it. So let's just jump right into it. Alright. So your first step is going to be choosing what cup you want. They have the cups right here that are marked out. Right here, this is like a little pod size. 1 cup, 2 cup. I found out that if you get coffee ground from like Starbucks or something, what you're gonna want to do is get it on like not Turkish thin. I had to mix it up a little bit with some coarse grounds to like thicken it up a little bit. So there's a blend right before Turkish, you know, I think it's 8, and that's kind of the size that you want to get. So your DeLonghi comes with an actual like measuring scoop. What you're gonna want to do is, if this one has 2, you're gonna grab 2 of these bad boys, shave it off, and then just pour it right on in. Alright, on a flat surface, what you're gonna want to do is kind of like bring it down. It also comes with this little stamper, so then you just kind of put it on in, give it a good little twist. Doesn't have to be too crazy. Make it nice and flat. What you're going to see, you can bring it in close, are those 2 lines. It has to be right under those 2 lines. I do a little bit less because it's kind of like a trial and error to get the correct pour and thickness that you want from the espresso. So then what you're going to want to do is grab this little guy, pinch it on in just like that, and to remove it, there's like a little slit right here on the side of it that you can just pop it out. Alright. While you're doing this, over here on the right side, there's going to be a little on button. Just make sure you turn that on. It's going to start blinking at you. Okay, and once it's done kind of blinking, that's when you can start. So when you're doing this little guy, turn it on just to warm it up. Save yourself some time. So we'll do this little guy. Make it nice and flat. Make sure the lines are good. Good to go. Put this guy to the side. And then to put it in, you're going to put it in like this. And it's going to be kind of a tough pull. So I like to grip it right here. Make sure it's nice and tight, completely towards you. So that's exactly how it should look, just dead on. So now that we have that, get ourselves a nice little cup. I'm gonna use my handy dandy Disneyland cup. And we're gonna come on in. Now that these guys are solid, we can actually move forward. Let it do its thing for a second. And you can see it's kind of like having a consistent flow. That's perfect. When it drips just like a little too less, that means that you've stuffed it too much. And if it like is flowing out all crazy, that means you have too little. So there we go. I pressed the 2-shot button, and this is kind of what it looks like. So there we go. Now we got some nice espresso. Alright, and then we'll move on to steaming milk. Alright, for the steaming milk portion, what I got here is a coffee thermometer, which is gonna tell you the perfect temperatures for everything. So just to give you a quick overlay, 160 is like the ideal latte, number there. So we'll want to keep it right there. That little red line right there is kind of when you can start turning it off or slowing it down, because once you get to 140, it'll still keep creeping up, and ideally you want to be at 155, 160. That's like Starbucks's minimum right there. So that will be kind of the ideal. Try to hit 140 and see how much it creeps up, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so this is a little 12-ouncer coffee steam cup. So what we're gonna want to do is, I don't want to get too crazy, because like if you do some foam and whatnot, it'll expand pretty aggressively. So I usually do it about maybe like a little past the halfway point on the cup, and then it gives me enough space so I can like tip it in there and everything, just like that. Up here, back to your buttons, we'll press it on steam, so it's doing its little, it's getting ready to do steam. So the tip of this guy actually senses if there's anything cold, or if there's water, or if there's something touching it. So that's how it like actually does it. You can purge it, which means you can just like let the air out. But once this guy gets solid again, which it is currently, you have this little lever right here, and I have to press it all the way down, so it'll be a completely 90-degree angle. So we'll give that a shot and see how that goes. I'll try to get the perfect angle for you guys so you can see. So I like to bring it all the way up to the top, and then let it do its thing. As you can see, it's starting to glow up. I'm going to pause the video, and then as soon as it gets to about 140, I'll kind of show you how it looks from there. Okay? It's starting to creep up on it, so I'm going to show you guys. So it hits 140, just like that. And we'll see if it creeps up anymore. See how it barely creeps up a little bit? So we could do a little bit more, and then go from there. And that's good. So as you can see, we filled it up to 1/4, but then with all the foam and the heat and all that good stuff, it just definitely brought it up to the top. So if you don't want to make a mess on your first try to bring it down to about like right here. This little guy is going to be hot, so just be wary of that little situation. And then I'm going to try to attempt to take this sucker out. I always kind of have to do this little thing because I got kind of a big cup. So then you don't want this milk right here, as you can see, to be on that sucker. So you're gonna grab yourself like a little kitchen cloth, and then go ahead and clean that off real quick. So this is how I do it. All good to go now. Gets all the milk out of there. Keeps it clean. No, you don't want that thing. You don't want any nasty milk in there. Alright. Alright, now that we got our milk, we have our espresso. Good to go. Here's some flavoring. Let's give it a little splash. And then what you're gonna want to do is pour it in. And there you go. You got yourself a brand new vanilla latte. Alright, now cleanup side. You know, make sure that you press the little button off. Put this little guy back. Make sure that's up. And then pull this little guy off. And that's how you use your DeLonghi DEDICA Arte. Hope you guys liked this video. Hope it was helpful. Once again, my name is John Spier. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.